with breaking news.
Welcome back to 8 News at 4. I'm Heather Hope.
I'm Eric Phillips. That breaking news, Anton Coleman has been found guilty, charged with second-degree murder and the murder of his cousin.
Ke'Asia Adkins reported missing in 2018 after never showing up to cheerleading practice. Found murdered, buried in a shallow grave near her home. Her body wrapped in a zip tied and a trash bag. Her cousin arrested and charged shortly after she was discovered. Tonight, 5 years later, her family is finally seeing the justice they've been fighting for.
This major breakthrough coming after 2 previous mistrials. Ke'Asia's family protesting all along the way.
And we've been covering this case since the very beginning, and we've been in the courthouse all day long. That's where we find 8 News reporter Sierra Krug joining us live with more. Sierra.
Well, Eric, Heather, it's been an emotional 5 years for Ke'Asia's family. They've had to relive her gruesome murder 3 times in 3 different trials and every day since her death. Today, they tell me they can finally start to move forward. Back in 2018, the 17-year-old Dinwiddie cheerleader, star student, and daughter was found dead in the woods behind her grandmother's house, where she and her cousin Anton Coleman were staying. Despite the defendant claiming to have seen the victim get in a car with a man prior to her death, an ankle monitor Coleman had been wearing for an unrelated incident traced him to the area where her body was found. He was first charged with first-degree murder, charges later brought down to second degree. Investigators also found DNA traceable to Coleman under Adkins' nails, something defense argued could have simply been the result of the 2 living in close quarters. Coleman didn't have noticeable wounds. Now, 5 years later, after 2 mistrials, Ke'Asia Adkins' mother, Ke'Asia Smith, wearing purple, her daughter's favorite color, looked up at the sky, thanking the community and the jury for finally giving her loved ones closure.
If they would have had the pleasure of meeting her, they would have met a beautiful young lady that was very energetic and helpful and loving and a God-fearing woman. I'm glad he finally getting what he deserves.
After the verdict was read, people who appeared to be Coleman's loved ones shouted out to him to hold his head up high, saying they still believe he's innocent. Of course, that jury found otherwise, so his sentencing is set for August. For now, live in Powhatan, Sierra Krug, 8 News.